Chicos, buenas tardes. Vamos a comenzar nuestra clase número 21. This week, we will review Unit 5. Last week, you watched video classes 19 and 20. 19 and 20. So, corresponding to Unit 5. So, you know everything about the vocabulary, about grammar, about the oral expression that was covered in Unit 5 because you watched those video classes last week. So, this week we are going to revise all that. Today, Tuesday, we are going to revise vocabulary and grammar. That would be more like a brush up for the written exam. This same week, on Thursday, we are going to revise oral expression. The oral expression corresponding to Unit 5, and that will be more like a practice for the oral exam. Actually, I don't really have time today to revise all the grammar from Units 4, the past unit, and 5. I don't have time. So I will only revise vocabulary and grammar from Units 4 and 5. I will only revise Unit 5. If somebody need to has any question, whatever, any doubt about the vocabulary and grammar from Unit 4, well, you can go to that recording. But next Thursday, yes. Next Thursday, we are going to revise the question for Unit 5, but we will brush up a little bit the questions from Unit 4. In other words, next Thursday is important you to attend because I'm going to cover all the questions, not only this Unit 5, but Unit 4 also, all the questions, all the set of questions that you need to answer in the oral exam. So next Thursday, please try to attend because again, I will not only revise the question for Unit 5, this unit, I will revise the question for Unit 4, which means all the questions for the oral test. Okay, next Thursday, write it down on your agenda. Yeah, I am old school. I have an actual paper agenda. So I trust technology a lot, but when it comes to plan my life, that's my thing. So, as I told you, today we will revise the vocabulary and the grammar corresponding to Unit 5. What was the vocabulary that we studied in Unit 5? I really like this Unit 5 because it has a lot to do with ourselves. Okay, Annalise, I understand. Try to watch the recording though, right? Try to watch the recording. Because in this unit, we talk about las clases, the classes. And when we mean when we say las clases in Spanish, that means the courses that you do, the programs that you are studying, and so on. So it has a lot to do with your actual studying life. Also, el tiempo atmosférico. You remember probably the word tiempo, or at least you can guess that tiempo sounds like time, right? But that's why tiempo is that time exactly in this case has an adjective, atmosférico. So tiempo atmosférico is actually weather. So when you say tiempo, just like that, it can be the time from the clock or the time from or can be referred the weather. That's why when we say tiempo, meaning weather, we add an adjective, tiempo atmosférico. Because if you say tiempo alone, can be time or can be weather. Again, when we say time meaning weather, we add an adjective, atmosférico. And there's no confusion there. Tiempo atmosférico is weather. You can say tiempo alone, but some stupid person can say, oh, it's 4:33 because tiempo is actually time. So that's why when we say tiempo meaning weather, we usually add the adjective atmosférico. And a list of verbs that you can use to talk about your plans, what you are going to do. Voy a. Probably you've heard me saying voy a o vamos a. Voy a, I'm going to. Vamos a, we are going to. Many times. Like at the beginning of every class, what I say, vamos a comenzar. We are going to start. So, vamos a means we are going to. So we have a list of verbs, a list of verbs to talk about our plan. So you can say, voy a eh, ir de compras, go shopping, voy a dormir, sleep, and so on. Most of those verbs, we already, we study most of those verbs. And so these are not going to be really too many new verbs in that topic number 3, in that list of verbs. Let's start. First of all, las clases, the classes. I have 2 slides here. The first slide is los programas, the programs that you guys are doing. And the second slide is the courses, cursos. Obviously, here I went to the SRMS and I took my time to check all the probably another lecturer cannot use this because they have students from other programs. But these are the programs according to the SRMS that all of you are doing. No one is living there. All the programs that you are doing are supposed to be there, unless the SRMS is lying. Here, well, this is a different story. I cannot put all the courses that, just imagine that these programs, I have to go to all the years and all the courses in every year. It's impossible that I can cover all the courses that you are doing. I just put some basic courses that most of you study in year 1 or year 2. So you don't have to go to details like, I remember last year, these students doing biology, uh, um, physi some physiology or so, I mean, what was something that the name of the course, it had like 20 words. So no, we don't have time for that. Okay, how can I ask you what is the program that you are studying? Actually, you can say programa, but usually we say especialidad in Spanish. What is your program? We actually say what is your specialty. But we mean program. What program are you studying at UG? So, ¿cuál es, which is, cuál es tu especialidad? Especialidad. ¿Cuál es tu especialidad? And you answer, my program is, mi especialidad es. But if especialidad is very hard for you to pronounce, I guess you can say programa. Programa. Just like program, but add the letter A at the end. And it's masculine, by the way. Remember that the Spanish words ending in ME are masculine. So you say el programa. It's masculine. It ends in E, but it's not just E, it's ME. Spanish words ending in ME are masculine. El programa. So you can also ask, ¿cuál es tu programa? What is your program? But that sounds to me more like a TV program. I mean, we usually, well, for the context, anybody will know that you're talking about the university program. But when you say just like that, program sounds to me in my mind, in my mind, I think of TV program. Anyhow, you can say, ¿cuál es tu programa? Mi programa es whatever, whatever, whatever. So raise your hands. See the list of programs. Let me read it first. Accountancy is contabilidad. 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 Before I continue, when you watch Class 19, obviously, a few years ago, my students were not doing, I mean, we had only just a few programs at UG had to do a model language. Now more and more and more programs have to do model language. That's why this list, it doesn't match the list from the actual video class 19. So this is an updated list that I will obviously update every year. So, accountancy, contabilidad. ¿Cuál es tu especialidad? Mi especialidad es contabilidad. Remember that you can say programa instead of especialidad. This is hard. Agro entrepreneurship and management. I don't even know. This is from the Faculty of Agriculture, I guess. I never even knew that I have students from that program. I found out when I checked the SRMS. So that is emprendimiento is entrepreneurship. I cannot pronounce it in English. Definitely I can't. But entrepreneurship is emprendimiento. So, emprendimiento y gestión agropecuaria. That is agroentrepreneurship and management. Emprendimiento y gestión agropecuaria. Do I have any student here who is doing that? Agroentrepreneurship and management? I will not ask you anything. I just want to know. So, anybody doing this? Yeah, because maybe you are scared that I tell, okay, say it in Spanish now. No, I'm not that kind of trickster. So, nobody here doing that, at least in this class. Okay. Business economics. Economía empresarial. Economía empresarial. Economics, just economics is just economía. Economía. Entrepreneurship, I don't have any student doing that as far as I know, but still I put it because entrepreneurship is emprendimiento. Emprendimiento. Finance, easy. Finanzas. See, it's not fi, it's fi. 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 Finanzas. This is very hard to pronounce. I know by experience you guys have hard times pronouncing. Relaciones internacionales. This is like the Betty Bota, Bote, Bota. So that's like that for you, like a tongue twister. Relaciones internacionales. Relaciones internacionales. Most of you are doing this though. Well, management, there are different words for management. You can say gestión. You can say administración. You can even say gerencia. You can say dirección. So choose, because actually there are like small difference between gestión, administración, dirección, but we will not go to those details. You are studying management. You tell anybody in Spanish that you are studying gestión or administración, and everybody will know what you're talking about. Now, marketing. We say marketing, just like that, marketing. But there's an actual Spanish word for that I would prefer you to use, mercadotecnia. But I would say that 90% of people in Spanish say just marketing. Mi especialidad es marketing. Many people not even know that the word mercadotecnia exists, but that's the actual Spanish word. So, medical laboratory science, if you translate it like the proper thing is ciencias de laboratorio médico. But we don't really say in Spanish. If you are doing medical laboratory science, we simply say laboratorio clínico, like clinic laboratory. That, I mean, it doesn't have the word science, I know, but people just say it like that for the sake of laziness. I don't know. So just laboratorio clínico. And if you're doing supply chain management, that is, I think that's the longest. Gestión, which is management, de la cadena, cadena means chain, de suministro. Suministro es supply. So, gestión de la cadena de suministro. Em, Calía, ¿cuál es tu programa?
Mi programa es
¿Es?
Sir Juan.
Oh, take your time, take your time. Mahindra, ¿cuál es tu programa?
Mi programa es finanza.
You have it easy. I mean, not the actual program, but saying it in Spanish. Finanzas. Okay. Remember, you can say programa or you can say especialidad. It's up to you. Shanik, ¿cuál es tu especialidad?
Mi es sí.
Say programa. You can say programa if especialidad is hard to say for you.
Ok, sir. Mi programa es
Re,
relación.
take your time. Breathe. Okay, listen, listen. Relaciones. Don't bother about rolling the R. Relaciones internacionales. So, nacionales is national. Nacionales. But you put inter, just like in English. Nacionales, internacionales. Internacionales. Relaciones is a little bit harder to say, but you can say relaciones, relaciones, relaciones internacionales. Go ahead, love. You can do it. You can do it. ¿Cuál es tu programa?
Mi programa es relaciones internacionales.
Muy bien. Just one thing. Remember that the E is E in Spanish. So, re, no re, re. Relaciones. Relaciones. You want to repeat it, please?
No, sir.
That was not a question. Just repeat it. That was a rhetorical question.
Ok. Mi programa es no,
Re.
relaciones internacionales.
Muy bien. Keep practicing, but from 1 to 10, 10 the best. You're pronouncing like between 8 and 9. Very good. Joel, ¿cuál es tu programa? Kalia, you're in queue.
Ah, Mi programa es
Ujú.
contabilidad.
Contabilidad. Ok. Kalia, ¿y tú? ¿Cuál es tu especialidad?
Mi especialidad es relaciones internacionales.
Ah, you sound I mean when in WhatsApp you put the speed like 1.5 or 2 mi programa es relaciones internacionales. Oh my God, just fast. I like that. I like that. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Rachel, ¿y tú? ¿Cuál es tu programa?
Mi programa es Relaciones Internacionales.
Bien, Rachel, muy bien. David, ¿y tú? ¿Cuál es tu programa o tu especialidad?
Espalia, mi espalia,
Va y say programa.
mi programa es finanzas.
Good. Alisa, ¿y tú? ¿Cuál es tu programa?
Mi programa, mi programa,
What?
sorry, sir, I had to fix something.
No
Um,
pasa nada.
mi, mi programa es relacionales, wait,
Take your time.
internacionales,
That was perfect. Now, relaciones, relaciones, relaciones,
relaciones, eh,
relaciones.
relaciones internacionales.
Perfecto, perfecto, Alisa, perfecto. Beyoncé, ¿y tú? ¿Cuál es tu programa?
Mi especialidad es relaciones internacionales.
Oh, wow. And you choose especialidad, eso, wow. Muy bien, Beyoncé, muy bien. Mi especialidad es relaciones internacionales. Britney, ¿cuál es tu programa?
Mi especialidad es relaciones internacionales.
Wow, that was good. Anton, ¿y tú? ¿Cuál es tu programa?
Mi programa es Relaciones Internacionales.
Muy bien, relaciones internacionales. Anika, ¿cuál es su especialidad?
Mi programa es administración.
Administración, management. Muy bien. ¿Y tú, Narindio, cuál es tu programa? Narindio, are you there? Bejanbay, ¿cuál es tu programa?
Mi, mi programa es Relaciones Internacionales.
Perfecto, Shane. Okay, chicos, muy bien. I know that most of you are doing relaciones internacionales. Remember that I have a friend who calls Spanish the upside down language. Yeah, because everything. But is that we put the noun first, relaciones. So what type of relations? Direct and indirect, national, internationals, pretty, ugly. What kind of relations? What you have to tell me about those relations? Oh, those relations are internacionales. So internacionales go after. So the noun first and the describing word, which is the adjective, it goes after. That's why it looks like upside down to you. Actually, it looks upside down to me too when you say international relations in English. So noun first, relaciones, the describing word, what type of relations, or internacionales, well, that go after. Relaciones, remember it's re, not re. E is a. Re, re, and don't bother about rolling the R. Relaciones internacionales. When you're obsessed about rolling the R, I had one student doing the bachelor degree in Spanish, actually. Not like you, that you are doing Spanish like a service course. And 1 year and you done with Spanish. No, they do 4 years Spanish. So a full program doing Spanish. He was obsessed about, he was, no, it was a she, it was a girl. She was so obsessed about rolling the R. You know that we have two R's, the strong R and the soft R. Like carro, car, caro, expensive. Carro, caro. So that girl was so obsessed about rolling the R that it reached a point that she couldn't pronounce the soft R. So she could only say rrr, rrr. So to say expensive car, carro, caro, she said, I mean, she corrected that eventually. We teach them phonetics, Spanish phonetics, and so. So carro, carro, because she was obsessed that she was to the point that she couldn't pronounce the soft R anymore. So, um, don't. If I say I am sorry, I am very sorry. You understand what I'm telling you? So what's your obsession about rolling the R? So Indians don't speak like that. I cannot admit it. It's like I am very sorry, sir. I am very sorry, sir. Like rolling the R like us, because in Hindi they roll the R like us in Spanish. And you don't understand Indians? I mean, I'm not talking about you Indo-Guyanese. I'm talking about Indians. So we all understand them. So what's the point in the section about rolling the R? Good. So, relaciones internacionales. But don't bother about the R. Any question about how to pronounce any of these programs? Somebody who joined the class later, whatever? Speak now or forever hold the peace. Anybody want me to repeat any program? Hello, it's me. I'm here.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, don't ask me about physiology of the sick cell for Fixing the hungry in the world. I mean, that course. No. These are basic course that most of you do in year 1 or 2, the most. So, ¿qué clases? Classes is like courses, but we say, what classes do you have this semester? So, classes in Spanish is like, you can actually say, ¿qué cursos? Cursos. Like on top, you see the word cursos. Curso. 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 So if you don't want to say classes, I don't know why you wouldn't like to say classes, but I mean, to each one is on. So you can say, ¿qué cursos tienes? Do you have this semestre? ¿Qué clases tienes este semestre? O ¿qué cursos tienes este semestre? Please raise your hands, 1, 2, 3 persons, because I can ask everybody. Let's suppose that I ask you this question in the oral exam, or let's suppose that somebody asks you this on the road. What's the point to tell them the 6 courses that you are doing? Just mention 2, 3 the most. So, I have comunicación. Brittany, love, 1 second. Let me read the list, and then you're going to be the first. So, tengo comunicación, política y español. Chubeda mentioned español. That's it. Let me read quickly. Comunicación, contabilidad de costos, economía, español, historia, inglés. All of you do English. 2. Introduction to the use of English in semester 1, and use of English in semester 2. That's English. Liderazgo. Anybody, by the way, is doing English with my good friend Sinika or Charlene? I mean, I love those ladies. Especially Sinika is my close friend, and Charlene. Any meeting will be boring without Charlene. So I love she. Trust me, I do. Oh my God, if she catch me saying I love she killed me. Anyhow, inglés, liderazgo empresarial, macroeconomía, microeconomía. Those who are doing economics know the difference between macroeconomía y microeconomía. Macro, M-A-C-R-O, micro, M-I-C-R-O. Macro, microeconomía. Mercadotecnia, remember that we can say, everybody says marketing in Spanish. Pensamiento crítico. Oh my God, I love that. When my son did that, pensamiento crítico, critical thinking. Oh God, I was so jealous because, I mean, he showed me asking questions. And so, and pensamiento crítico is something that really help you thinking. You do it in year 2, I think in second semester, first semester, I don't remember. I love pensamiento crítico, critical thinking. That really opens your mind. Política. Portugués. Well, none of you, well, I don't know, but I want to believe that who is doing español is not doing portugués or francés. Psicología, the P is silent. Psicología, sociología. So, Britney, dime, ¿qué cursos tienes este semestre 1?
Tengo inglés, español, política y sociología.
Oh, wow, that was quick. Tengo inglés, español, política y ¿qué? Sociología.
Sí, y
Sociología.
sociología. Sociología es.
Yeah, it's sociología. Sociología. So logos means science in Greek. So all those things ending in ogia comes from the Greek. Is Greek? Yeah, it's Greek. Now I am. Wait. 1 second. Logos is Greek or Latin? I'm 99% sure that it's Greek, but anyhow, you say, oh my God, this guy, but when I have something, I have to do it. That's one of my. Logos is a Greek word. Yeah, a main science. Okay. So, two more persons. ¿Qué clases tienes este semestre? Let me hear you. Come on, let me hear you. I will be happy with two. This y that. Come on, anybody doing any weird course that you want to know how to say in Spanish? If I don't know, I mean, we can figure it out together.
Sir, can I go?
Who is speaking?
Can I go?
Who?
Shinik.
Oh, Chanik. You are at the end of the list, so I hardly see your name flashing. Okay, of course, go ahead. ¿Qué cursos tienes este semestre, Chanik?
Tengo español,
Ujú.
inglés y política.
Español, inglés y política. You said it perfectly, perfectly. Otra persona, ¿qué cursos tienes este semestre? Guy, let's ask Shane. What do you think? Shane, ¿qué cursos tienes este semestre? Shane.
Sir, that means how many classes do you have this semester, or what are your classes this
Yeah, boy.
semester?
Yeah, what courses do you have this semester? You can mention. You are doing what? IR, right? You are doing IR.
Mm,
So you are in year
yes,
what?
sir.
Year what? Year two, I think, or year one?
I
I,
have year one.
oh, that's it. So all your courses are in the screen. So mention one, two, or three. Tengo. I have.
Me, Tango, I have to list them or just give a number, sir.
You have the what?
List them or just see how many I have.
Uh, okay,
So
Shane.
Tango,
You are doing English, right? And you're doing Spanish. And you are
yeah,
doing politics, I think, or sociology. You are doing SOC.
politics and social. So
Good.
Tango, Quattro classes.
Yeah, but ¿cuáles? ¿Cuáles? Tengo this, y that. Mention three or two.
English,
Look.
y
So,
sociolog,
son. Tengo, I have.
Tango,
Ujú.
Quattro classes.
Ajá. For example, tengo inglés.
Por ejemplo, tengo inglés y sociología. Logia.
Here. Sociología. Say
Yeah.
sociolo.
Sociología.
Good. Good. But you don't have to go that. Yeah, it's okay. I love that you said I have four classes, for example, this and that. But you can simply answer in a very simple way. Tengo español, inglés y sociología. That's it. Don't complicate. Life can be easy by. Here in Guyana, life is very easy. So tengo inglés y sociología. O tengo, you doubt it. Tengo, what do guys you think that I am here in Guyana? I am not in Cuba. Or what do you think that I am not in New York? So to me, this is one of the best countries in the entire world. Trust me. I'm not talking about the 100 grand before. I know you. I know you all. So, tengo inglés y sociología. Tengo economía y español. Tengo inglés, política y sociología. That's easy, right? One last person who want to answer. Come on, come on. ¿Qué clases tienes este semestre, Antoine?
Tengo inglés, español, política, sociología.
Oh, inglés, español, política y sociología. Bien, muy bien, perfecto, Antoine. That was perfecto.
Gracias.
So, now you know, guys, about las clases. ¿Cuál es tu especialidad? Question. ¿Cuál es la palabra alternativa para especialidad? Alternativa.
An alternative, sir.
Ajá. Para especialidad. What is the alternative
Sir,
word?
I understand the question, but I don't know the answer for it.
What's the other word that you can use instead of especialidad? Just like
Programa.
programa, that's what I'm saying. Programa, especialidad
Oh,
o programa.
yeah. I forgot the word.
It was just on top girl. So, ¿cuál es tu especialidad? So you say, mi especialidad es o mi programa es. Now, cursos. ¿Qué clases tienes este semestre? ¿Cuál es la palabra alternativa para clases? ¿Cuál es la
Cursos.
cursos? So, the alternative word for classes is cursos. So, anyway, whichever is easier for you. So, I'm done with this. Any question, guys? About programas y cursos. El tiempo atmosférico. Again, you can simply say tiempo, but if you say tiempo, people can wonder if you mean time or weather, because tiempo means both. So to avoid confusions, when we mean weather and we don't want we don't want that people think that we mean time, we add the word atmosférico. So atmosférico is not really necessary if, I mean, depending on the context. So we are talking about raining, snowing, storms, hot, cold, or whatever. And you just say tiempo, that is just weather. But if out of the blue you say tiempo, the Spanish person don't say poor him or poor her if you mean time or weather. That's why if you want to avoid misunderstandings and you want to say weather, don't simply say out of the blue tiempo, because that can mean time. That can mean also time. Say tiempo atmosférico. But if you just ask this question, ¿qué tiempo hace? No, 0% of Spanish speakers think of time. So, ¿qué tiempo hace is what's the weather like? So if you ask this simple question with these three simple words, ¿qué tiempo hace? That means what's the weather like? So you don't need to say atmosférico in this case, because hace, like, it cannot be used for time. So in this case, you don't need to say qué tiempo atmosférico hace. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Is just okay. So, ¿qué tiempo hace? I think 1 zillion. I can turn my webcam. Let me try. Okay. So look, you can hardly see 5% of all the books that I have. And trust me, that there, if I count, like, I can tell you that I have more than 60, 70 textbook for teaching Spanish, plus those that I have on my bed, those that I have next to me. So I have basically all the books that they use in the Caribbean for teaching Spanish in America and so on. So, and I don't know why, not even in one book I've seen this thing right. Anyhow, to say that it's see the pictures. So you like my how you like my picture? So frío, look the guy. Cold, hot, buen tiempo. Those who have studied Spanish before and those who have never studied Spanish and know that buen is good, what do you think that is buen tiempo? So good weather or bad weather? Huh?
Good weather.
Good. Well, the opposite, mal. Remember, ¿cómo estás? Bien, mal. So what is mal tiempo?
Bad weather.
Bad weather.
Now, viento. Uh,
Sir, windy.
oh my God, windy. I got blank. Windy. Sol, sol. What is sol? See, the sun with the glasses.
Sunny.
Good. And fresco is like breezy. So not cold at all, but not hot. So it's not like probably. I mean, can be in Guyana. It's hard to say, but like yeah, because huh? Yellow?
It is windy. Windy.
No, fresco is actually cool, cool. When it's cool, but I'm trying to figure out when it's cool. Like, yeah, because in Guyana it's always so hot that when it's 25, I mean, you see people wearing coats on the road. So probably I would say 26, something like that. That would be cool. You know what is cool? Period. So fresco is cool, not cold, not hot, just nice. Well, for all of these guys, if somebody asks you the question, ¿qué tiempo hace? You can use any one of these two words. I've seen that. That's why I show you all my books. They make a difference that I not even remember because that's not true. If it's something that you can see, you use hace. If it's something that you cannot see or feel, you use I. Something like that. I don't remember that nonsense. That's not true. You can say hace, frío, calor, buen tiempo, mal tiempo, viento, sol, fresco, or hay. Hay, hay. Frío, calor, buen tiempo, mal tiempo, viento, sol, o fresco. So it's not that you use hace when it's something. I not even remember what, because every time that I read that stupidness, anyhow. So it's up to you. Which one you prefer? Hace, and that actually is easy because it's the last word in the question. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Use hace. You want to say I, you want to be unique and glamorous, and you want to use I, Hay, use I. It's up to you. So right now, don't bother about the second and third column. Well, I have AC, so but let me see the temperature outside. 29 degrees. I would say what do you think? It's cold? How will you say it's cold? Not
hot.
sorry, not cold. Cool, cool, cool. I mean cool. It's cool.
Hace fresco.
Hace fresco. Love, you can tell me an alternative. Instead of hace, which other word you can use?
Hay fresco.
Perfect. So hace fresco or hay fresco. Let's suppose that is bloody hot. How will you say it's hot?
Hace calor.
Hace calor. Question. Is it wrong if I say hay calor?
No, señor.
Perfect. So I mean, that would be more like I mean, not even in New York. You go to Cuba in January. Oh God, it's like we have 3 degrees, 2 degrees. Actually, the coldest temperature in Cuba, if I remember well, remember I'm old, so probably I don't remember well, but I think it was 0 point something. It has never reached zero. So 0.9 or 0.8, 0.6, something like that. One of the coldest place in Cuba is a small town called Bainoa. That is Bainoa is like 6-10 kilometers, like 4 or 5 miles away from my village. I used to live in a village called El Maré. So that's my village. So just imagine in my village, I mean, we not even have thermometers there. So maybe it's even colder than in Bainoa, but in Bainoa they have a big, how you call that thing, meteorological station or weather station. So that's why, so maybe my village is even colder than in Bainoa. But the coldest, one of the coldest towns in Cuba is Bainoa. So we are in Cuba. We are in January. 5 in the morning, time to wake up. You are under your lovely blankets. What would you say? Oh my God, Nat, I don't want to wake up. Just the weather. So, ¿qué tiempo hace?
Hace frío.
Well, I will actually say hace mucho, 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 mucho frío. Guys, when you have to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning in January, February, oh my gosh. So that's why it was so hard for me to get accustomed to this weather in Guyana because, oh God, you have 34 degrees and you are like, I say, well, I'm accustomed already. It's almost 10 years living here. But at the beginning, it was like, I say, I can't, I'm unable. Like, so I'm not sure, Shane, you live in an island, just like in Cuba. In the islands, the weather usually is a little bit cooler because I don't know how to say it in English. There is something called vientos alisios. I don't know how to say alisios. These are some type of winds that go from north to south and cool off the islands. So we live in a continent. So I don't know too much about meteorology, about weather and so on, but I know that islands are a little bit cooler than the actual continent. So I don't know, Shane, if Barbados is just like Cuba, that is hot, but sometimes it's cold, and sometimes it's cool. Shane,
Sir,
or it's just like in Guyana.
we, we only have two seasons, hot and cold season, but
Which season?
mostly is
Which seasons?
we only have
Two
two
seasons. Which one?
seasons, hot and cold, dry and rainy season.
Right, that's basically like in Guyana. But do you guys
Yeah,
ever have like 20, 15 degrees, 10 degrees or something in the island?
I can't give an exact number, but it's definitely hot almost the entire year round.
But do you feel
Hot
that you feel
comparable to the
compared to Guyana? Yeah, that's what I should have asked you. Compared to Guyana, is hotter or cooler?
uh roughly the same thing. Or Guyana is probably a little hotter.
I want to believe that that is true because I tell you, for whichever geographical reason that's not my specialty. Islands are a little bit cooler than the actual continent. Anyhow, so that's not important. So, it's windy. How would you say it's windy?
Hace
Hace viento. Well, I just want to state that the weather is good. How will you say that?
Please repeat, sir. You were breaking up for me.
That the weather is good. I want to state that the weather is good.
Hace muy tiempo.
Hace bien tiempo.
I want you to pronounce the word, both of you, buen. So take a look at buen. Buen. Hace, say it again,
Hace buen
girls.
tiempo.
Hace buen tiempo. Muy bien. Now, when it's like foggy, in that case, it's I. You cannot say hace. So, well, you can see it right there. Hay neblina. It's foggy. And when it's cloudy, hay nubes. Guys, there are 1 zillion alternatives. You can even say for it's cloudy, está nublado. but I mean, I'm just teaching you the basics. So if you know, because you studied Spanish before, or I know, I definitely know all the ways to talk about the time, but I'm trying to simplify this to being able, in the simplest word, to describe the weather in the most complete way that we can. Okay? So when it's foggy or when it's cloudy, hay neblina, hay nubes. Hay neblina, is foggy, hay nubes. Pregunta, ¿cómo se dice it's cloudy en I'm studying German, that's why. Español. ¿Cómo se dice it's cloudy en español?
Hay nubes.
Hay nubes, hay nubes. And now, when it's raining or when it's snowing, it's very easy because it's just one word. When it's raining, you simply say llueve, llueve, llueve. You can say está lloviendo, okay, but I'm teaching you the simplest way. Llueve, llueve, llueve. If it's snowing, you are in New York, January, you open, and your auntie call you, hey, look, your first snow. And how you say, how would you impress your auntie and tell you, oh, it's snowing in Spanish? Come on, how you say that? How you surprise your auntie telling she it's snowing in Spanish? Sorry about the telling she. I cannot say telling her. So how you say it's snowing?
Nieva.
Nieva, nieva. Oh, nieva. You can speak Spanish. It's a Spanish guy. Okay, so now you know basically how to talk about the weather. Hace or hay frío, calor, buen tiempo, mal tiempo, viento, sol, sol y fresco. It's cool. Okay? Now, it's foggy, hay neblina. It's cloudy, hay nubes. It's raining, just one word. It's snowing, just one word. Llueve, nieva. Llueve, nieva. Any question about this slide before I move on?
No, sir.
Okay, let's talk about plants. Um, oh my God, I'm gonna change. Oh, it was another the slide that I changed. Anyhow, look. Take a note of this. We will talk about this in the second part of the class when we talk about grammar. So, voy a, I am going to. Voy, V-O-Y, voy, like boy, like B-O-Y in English, just pronounce the same, but with V, and the pronunciation is the same. Voy, boy, like a boy. Voy a, I'm going to. So these are different things, different verbs that you can use to talk about your. Oh, am I breaking up, guys? That can happen. Internet is sometimes act up here. I mean, right now, I'm breaking up for you all,
Not right now, sir. No, sir.
but sometimes it happens. Yeah, I know. I can imagine. Thank you, guys. So, boya, I'm going to. In class 19, I tell you the meaning of all those verbs. Actually, you can go to your book and Let me see. Now I have to delete this. Okay. Um, vocabulario. Páginas 106 y 107. 106, 107. And you will find the meaning of all these verbs. So you can either go to class 19 or go to pages. Oh my God, what I just said, you see? Oh, 106, 107, right? In the section vocabulary corresponding to this unit 5, which is chapter 2 in the books. So because we follow a different order, I mean, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3 for us is different chapters in the book. So in the book, it is chapter 2. For us is unit 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sorry, it's chapter 2 in the book. You, eh, Unit 5 for us, chapter 2 in the book. So, acampar, camping. Comer en restaurantes. What do you think that is comer? Comer en restaurantes. Eat at home or
Eat
eat
in
out?
At restaurants.
So, bailar. Bésame, bésame.
Done.
But not in any random place, en un club. What is bailar en un club? What do you think?
Club.
Dance
Yeah,
in a club.
the dance in a disco, dance in a
Dancing.
club. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dar una fiesta. Dar is give. But in that context, like we say here in Guyana, is true. Who doesn't know what fiesta means? Please don't let me put few latches on you. You all know what is fiesta, right?
Party.
Good. So,
Party.
what is dar una fiesta? Like give a party. Well, in Guyana, we don't say give, we say through. Dar una fiesta. Let's suppose, okay, what is boy again?
Go.
¿Ah?
Go to.
I'm going to. Muy bien. So, how will you say I'm gonna throw a party?
Voy a fiesta.
Voy a dar una fiesta. Just like you see written there. Say it again, love.
Voy a dar una fiesta.
Perfecto. Voy a, you are going to do what? Dar una fiesta. Oh God, dormir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6, dormir. So how you say I'm gonna sleep? Yeah, but how you say it in Spanish? I'm gonna sleep.
Voy a dormir.
Voy a dormir. Um, so the first in the second column, myself with my forever disclaimers. Spanish speakers sometimes have hard times when we have to say words like besch or sheet or pese because in Spanish we only have short vowels. So when I'm going to say it, you know that in English you have the short and the long I, the short and the long e, the short and the long e, and so on. So when I'm going to say besch, I cannot use the long vowel, the long e. I can't. So I end up saying bitch. So I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach. So sorry that we Spanish speakers have that problem. Sorry, 1,000 apologies. So, but you know what I mean. I mean, if I could say beach, beach. beach with that stupid long E that I cannot pronounce. So ir a la playa is go to the beach. How do you say I'm going to the beach?
Voy a ir
Voy a la playa.
la playa.
You can say
Playa.
voy a la playa, or you can say voy a, just like it's written there, ir a la playa. So any one of the two. So you can say I'm going to go to the beach, or I'm going to the beach. So both of you were right. The second one, ir a misa. Okay, you have to find techniques to try to figure out words if you don't to guess the meaning of the words. Let me give you clues. If you don't know the meaning, don't say it, please. Misa is something that in English start with the letter M also. It's something religious. It's something that Catholics do basically every Sunday. What do you think that is? It is go. So what do you think that is ir a misa?
I'm going to church.
Kinda, but misa is something specifically that you do at church on Sundays and start with the letter M. There's
Going
no,
to mass.
see you?
Going to mass.
Exactly. I told you. It's something related to church, Christianity mostly. You do it on Sunday, and in English, start with the letter M too. So, mass, go to mass. How you say, I'm going to mass? Despite you are Hindu, Muslim, atheist, whatever. So, how will you say in Spanish, I'm going to mass?
Voy a ir a
Voy a ir a.
voy a ir misa.
Muy bien. I'm going to ir a misa. Voy a ir a misa. The very last one in the last column, viajar. Is what? It's not fly.
Swim.
Vacation.
It's a verb. Can be
Travel.
travel.
Where?
I would say I'm
Oh.
gonna travel. Good. I'm gonna travel. That can be plane, can be car.
Voy a viajar.
Voy a viajar. How will you say I'm gonna travel to New York? New is nueva. Nueva.
Voy a viajar a Nueva York.
Exactly, because to is a. So voy a viajar. How you say to? That same. This means to. Voy a viajar again a Nueva York. How you say I'm gonna travel to Cuba? Not Cuba, Cuba. I'm gonna travel to Cuba.
Voy a viajar a Cuba.
Voy a viajar a Cuba. You live in Linden and you come here to town. So how you say I'm gonna travel to town, to Georgetown?
Voy a viajar a Georgetown.
Voy a viajar a Georgetown. Perfect. Needless to say, you need to know all these verbs, period. So you find your techniques and so on. Oh, Rachel was telling me like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, más. Más. Misa is más. Exactly. Okay. In class 19, we studied a list of verbs to talk about plans. But in class 20, we studied another list of verbs to talk about what you prefer to do. If you want to say, how do you say I like again, by the way?
Me gusta.
Me gusta. Me gusta. So if you like to do any of these, we can even go to the previous list. So let's say that you like to travel. Me gusta is M-E-G-U-S-T-A. Me gusta. Me gusta. How you say I like to travel?
Me gusta
Me
viajar.
gusta viajar.
Perfecto. Me gusta viajar. Uh, you love going to the beach. How you say that you like going to the beach?
Me gusta voy a la playa.
No, in that case, you don't have to conjugate the verb. You say me gusta and you say the verb just like that. I mean the infinitive, the unconjugated, the original verb. That's the beauty of these structures, voy a, me gusta, that you don't have to conjugate the verb. You say it just like that. So how you would say it, I like going to the beach?
Me gusta la playa.
Eh, say this just
Me
like this.
gusta ir a la playa.
Exactly. Me gusta and just what you are seeing right there. So, me gusta ir a la playa. You like to throw parties, guys. You say party guy or party girl. So, how you say that you like through parties? Look.
Me gusta dar una fiesta.
Me gusta dar una fiesta. Oh, if you want to say more general, like parties, you can say me gusta dar fiestas. So when you say just fiestas, dar fiestas, that's like you are like so you are the show in your neighborhood. So me gusta dar fiestas. Yeah, because una fiesta is just one party. Um, you like to do what you all are supposed to like to do. Estudiar. Hit the books. So how you say that you like to study?
Me gusta estudiar.
Me gusta estudiar. Perfecto. And what we've been saying all the time is me gusta. Actually, if you want to be more like dramatic or emphatic, you can say me encanta. How would you would translate in English me encanta? It's more than me gusta. So when it's something more that you like, how you say in English? I like is just I like, but oh guys, you are sleeping. I love. So how you say I love to study?
Me
Me
encanta.
encanta estudiar.
Yeah, don't stop, guys. If you hear somebody start speaking at the same time you are speaking, I can hear two, three, four probably is hard, but two or three, I can hear what the two or three say at the same time. So don't stop if somebody is speaking and somebody starts speaking at the same time. It's okay. This is how this virtual, how you say virtual, virtual.
Virtual.
Say it again slowly.
Virtual.
Virtual, something like that. A virtual. Yeah, okay, this is how these virtual classes work. Okay, muy bien. I hope you are taking notes. So we have this list of verbs that you have to know, and you have this second list of verbs that you have to know too. If you realize some verbs are in both lists, pages 106, 107, if I remember well, or 107, 108. I think 106, 107, right? Oh my God, don't make me go to the first slide. Anyhow.
Yes, sir. 106.
106, 107. Okay. So you will see these words and the meaning in Spanish. Not Spanish, in English. So we have two lists of verbs that we have to learn for this test. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Gramática. This gramática in this unit 5 to me is not the hardest. There are other units. For example, the previous unit, where you remember that in the previous unit, unit 4, I couldn't teach, I mean, I couldn't brush up or review the present tense in the actual class, and I have to leave it for the second class where I normally just practice the oral expression because it was too much. So the grammar in Unit 4, especially for the present tense. Present tense is not difficult, but the first time that you explain it is because you don't have this in English. It's something that you don't conjugate verbs in English, basically. What's your conjugation? Am, is, are. That's the hardest conjugation that you have in English. The other verbs, you add the letter S for he, she, it. I work, you work, we work, you work, they work, he, she, it works. That is your conjugation in English. But in Spanish, we have to change the ending of each one for I, for you, for he, for we, for you all, for they. We have to change the ending of the verb. So, that topic is not hard, but it's very long, and you have to it take practice and so on. But in this Unit 5, we don't have not because the ordinal numbers, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, just that. The future with ira. So how to say I'm going to, you are going to, he's going to, we are going to. Just like we were practicing just now. And the verbs preferir and querer. Prefer and to want. That are irregular verbs, and we don't really conjugate them following the same pattern of the regular verbs because they are not regular. And we study these two verbs in Unit 5 because it is like opening a door for when in second semester we will actually study systematically the irregular verbs. So this is like a warm-up. Studying two irregular verbs here now, or only two, is just a warm-up for when we actually studied the regular verbs systematically in the second semester. So to me, this is not hard. I mean, this grammar in Unit 5. Let's start. The ordinal numbers. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. We don't study, I mean, in this course, we don't go further. Like 11th, 12th, 13th, and so on. No, we stop in 10th. It's not hard though. I mean, go further, but I mean, sometimes, I mean, higher than 100, it's, I mean, not even with a bachelor, with the students who are doing bachelor in Spanish, we go further than 100. But with you, just up to 10. Okay. Primero, primera, first. Segundo, segunda, second. Tercero, tercera, third. Cuarto, cuarta. Quinto, quinta. Let's stop here. Question. Año, year, is masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Good. Estoy en means I am in. So how you say I am in second year? Year is año. Estoy en. How you say second?
Estoy en segunda año.
Masculine, masculine.
Segundo año.
Perfecto. Estoy en segundo año. For those who were lost, why we are saying segundo and not segunda if I could use both? Hello, I'm here. Wake up. What I am saying segundo ending in O and not segunda is my question.
Because
Año
the noun ends in O.
and is?
Masculine.
Good.
It is masculine. So because año ends in O, segundo ends in O.
Exactly. Año is masculine. So when I'm gonna say how the año is, the adjective has to be, or the numeral, the number has to be masculine too. So estoy en segundo año. Remember that I told you that, or you know already, that adjective goes after the noun, right? So we don't say pretty girl, we say girl pretty. Chica bonita, right? Um, but this is an exception. In this case, segundo, which is an ordinal number, is an adjective. But we put the adjective. In this case, we put the ordinal numbers before the noun, just like in English. Second year, segundo año. You don't say año segundo. No. This is an exception of the rule. In this case, for the ordinal, which are the ordinal numbers? Ordinals come from order, are the numbers that are used to order. So the ordinal numbers goes before the noun. It's an exception because you know that the adjective goes after the noun. But in this case, it's just like in English. The adjective before. So I'm in second year. Estoy en segundo año. Question, how you will say I'm in fourth year?
Estoy en cuarto año.
Estoy en cuarto año. Perfecto. But I have a surprise for you guys. Look, let me delete this. Look, primero or primera is first. Tercero or tercera is third. Primero, segundo, tercero. So when you are going to say something first, and it's only for first and third. Guys, only for first and third. And you are going to say something that is first or something that is third, like año, and it's masculine, you don't say primero. You drop the O. So, there's a mistake here. There is a mistake in this sentence. Wait, this is the rule. When I am going to use primero, first, or tercero, third, before a masculine is only for masculine. The bad boys are actually the boys. And then I have to drop the final O. But this is only for first, primero, and third, tercero. What is wrong there?
Drop the O from primero.
Exactly. Simple. Period. That's it. So how you say I'm in first year? Estoy en primer año. Question. First is primer, yes or no? Tricky question, I know.
No.
No.
Primero.
First is primero. But it happens that when I'm going to say first and something masculine, I have to drop the final O in the word primero. But first is primero, ending in O. So you're going to say first, second, third, primero, segundo, tercero, cuarto. But when you are going to say that something in first, that something is first and the something is masculine, then you have to drop the O, the final O, only for first or third. Okay, let me not this poor Shane anymore. Let me use another boy, David. So David is the first boy in whatever it is. I want to translate this into Spanish. So David es él. Continue, please. How do you say boy?
Chico o niño.
David is far from being a niño. Niño is more like a small boy. Okay, chico. Now, we have something pending first. But first, for something that is masculine. So how you will say primero, primero,
Primer.
primer. So David is the first boy, is David es el primer chico. Let's suppose that when you say the first in the class, the most smart, whatever, whatever, de la clase. So when you say that somebody, David, don't big up yourself like you gonna say. This is just an example. Can be true, cannot be true. I'm just using your name. So David is the first in the class. You will say David es el de primer chico de la clase. Now I want to say that I don't want to mention name because I don't random name. Again. Jewel. I want to say that don't big up yourself, girl. I'm just using your name. So I want to say that Jewel is the first girl in the class. Tell me that in Spanish. Wait. Jewel. And here, obviously, is not él, is la. So we have to change this. Jewel es la.
Jewel es la primer chica de la clase.
Kinda. Okay. We change first when it's feminine. Yes or no?
Sí.
You sure? Or only when the noun is masculine? Second opinions. So we change it. We drop the final letter like the O or the E in primero o primera, always or only when the noun is masculine.
Only
Sir, when the noun is masculine?
When the noun is masculine only. So primera remain just like that. So how we would say Jewel is the first girl in the class?
Jewel es la primera chica de la clase.
Perfecto. Jewel es la primera chica de la clase. So you only drop the final letter, can be the O if it's masculine, can be the E if it's feminine. First of all, for first and third. Those are the only two that change. And second, we only drop the final letter, which is the O, when the noun is masculine. This is a rule that we have in Spanish. Stupid rule, I know, but a rule is a rule. Let's see the next slide and you will see like more clear example. Look, my first teacher's name is Maria. It was not actually Maria, was Oilda. Oh my God, lovely kindergarten. She passed away actually. Then mi segunda maestra fue, I say fue, it was. I don't even know if she's alive. No. Aleida. Oh my God. The third one was Belkis in grade 4. Then in grade 5, Alicia. Lovely. She used to teach the social sciences and so. And the same Belkis from grade 4, she used to teach science. In grade 6, Alicia is dead. Belkis is very much alive. Grade 6, Sila. She moved to America. She died over there. She used to teach sciences. And Leticia Corona. Oof, very, one of these demanding teachers. She used to teach the letters. And then I have 1 million teachers. Anyhow, mi primera maestra se llama María. As you are seeing there, primera doesn't change. My first, primera ends in E. No problem with that. But when I'm going to say that the first building is green, as building is edificio, and edificio is masculine, we don't say el primero edificio. We say el primer edificio. So you drop the O for first when the noun that accompany that first is masculine. So el primer edificio, el primer chico, el primer teléfono, el primer padre, el primer hijo, the first son. Same thing happened for third. When it's feminine, no problem. Su tercera clase es difícil. Her third class is difficult. Class is feminine. Tercera, period. No problem. But when I'm going to say third, let's say year, that year is masculine, we don't say tercero. You have to drop the final O. So let me go back and who can tell me about this? Maybe stupid, but it's a rule. First of all, which are the numerals that change in Spanish? I mean, the ordinal numbers.
Primera
Whatever they
y
change.
tercera.
Good. Primero y tercero. Those are the two that change. First and third. How? I don't care. I don't know. Don't tell me. So, primero y tercero. Second question. The feminine, like primera and tercera, changes? The feminine?
No.
No. The feminine don't change. The feminine forms don't change. It's only the masculine. Now, how is the change? The change, how they change? How that masculine primero first and tercero third change? So you drop the final letter, you drop the second R, you add the letter A. How it change?
You drop the O when the word is before a masculine word.
Exactly. So you drop the O before a masculine word. That's the simple. You couldn't say it simpler. Well, it's actually before a masculine noun. But potato, potato, same thing. Before a masculine noun, first and third in Spanish, drop the final O. That's the rule. Again, how do you say? Juan is the first professor. I mean, whatever. Juan, Señor Juan is the first professor. I'm not saying the best. I'm just saying that we're in the line for registering for the 100,000 and I am the first in line. I'm not saying like the best. So how you say, Señor Juan is the first professor?
Juan is el primer profesor.
And he not even say señor. So he Juan es el primer profesor. Muy bien, Shane. Muy bien. Not to me, but we saw the lecturers don't skip the señor or sir. I don't have any problem about that. But we saw there's, oh God, one of our Spanish lecturers. Oh my God. One day the guy almost had a heart attack because they call him just the name. No, not even the name, the last name. And he said, don't ever dare to not to tell me señor, because Spanish teacher, right? It's Spanish lecturer. Don't ever. So, oh my God, I know I don't even want to remember that. I mean, I was not there. I just heard the story. I don't care, right? But others are really, really. I mean, some professors are really, proud, especially when they are doctors. And so, reminder, I'm gonna be doctor before January. So I will remind you 1 million times. So how you express future with ira? Easy, guys. Voy a, I'm going to. Just like in English, I, you, he, she, we, you all day. Voy a, I'm going to. Vas a, remember that either be or v at the beginning of the word is like the English be. So we don't say voy. That's not Spanish. So voy a, I'm going to. Vas a, the second one, you are going to. Va a, vie, he or she is going to. Vamos a, I don't tell you vamos a comenzar like commence or start. Vamos a comenzar la clase. At the beginning, since class 1, I told you in English, since class 1, vamos a comenzar la clase. Let's start the class. So, vamos a, we are going to. Van a is you all are going to or they are going to. See that I changed, I use just to avoid it being boring. This is grammar is boring enough. So to make it less boring, I change the verb for each one of the person. So I'm going to sing. You are going to, no, how you do here in Guyana? Um, yeah, you do like this. Drink. We do like this. So vas a beber. Well, you are going to drink. Va a comer. What is mi hermano mi hermano va a comer? What mi hermano va a
My
comer? Uh-huh.
my brother something eat.
Is going to.
Oh, is going to eat. Yes.
This is I'm going to, you are going to, he's going to, we are going to. That's what we're studying. So, mi madre va a cocinar. Cook. Mi madre va a cocinar. Is what?
My mother is going to cook.
Good. Mi madre va a cocinar pollo al curry.
My mother is going to cook curried chicken. Curried chicken.
What?
Curried chicken, senor.
Oh God, I wanted to hear that. So vamos a tener. You remember what is tener, right? To be in possession of. Vamos a tener mucho dinero. Because we are in a rich country. Guyana is a rich country. So, vamos a tener mucho dinero. Is what? Oh God, you know all these words, right?
Let us go.
Now let's go. We are.
Okay.
I'm going
We
to.
are
You are going to.
collect the money, a lot of money.
We are going to what? Tener?
Collect a lot of money.
No, tener is what? Tener. Like tengo dinero.
To have.
To have. So what is we all, vamos a tener mucho dinero.
We are going to have
We have a lot of money.
We are going to have. We still don't have.
We are going to have a lot of money.
We are going to have. So we still don't have, but let's keep the hope. We are going to have a lot of money. Vamos a, we are going to what? Tener, to have, mucho dinero. Come on, boys. How do you say? I am going to have muchas chicas. To have is tener. Come on, boys. I want to hear you.
Voy a tener muchas chicas.
Listen to you. Voy a tener muchas chicas. Muy bien, muy bien. Come on, girls, we're in the 21st century. I mean, this is just a sentence. How you say, I'm going to have many boyfriends, many boys. Just a sentence. Girls, who can tell me?
Voy a tener muchas novias.
Masculine. Muchas.
Novios.
Yeah, but muchas. Say it again.
Novios.
Start over. You are
Voy
saying.
a tener muchos novios.
Listen to her. So, voy a tener muchas novias, voy a tener muchos novios. O voy a tener muchas chicas, voy a tener muchos chicos. Ok, muy bien. My brothers are going to study. Like mis hermanos. I have two brothers, two male brothers. Not me. I'm saying I'm an only child. Just a sentence. So my brothers are going to study. You have are going to study right there.
Mis
Mis hermanos
hermanos
van a
van a
estudiar.
estudiar.
Both of you were right. Mis hermanos van a, they are going to estudiar. Now, how will you say, my brothers are going to have many girls? Mis hermanos again. Take your time. Take your time. To have is tener.
Mis hermanos voy
Wait,
a
Brittany, 1 second.
tener.
Brittany, let me type. Let me type. It's gonna be easy. Mis hermanos. Now, how will you say they are going to? Voy a, vas a, va a, vamos a, van a o van a?
Voy a.
No, that's I am going to.
Vanna,
Van a.
Vanna.
It's just like, exactly. It's just like in English, guys. I am going to. The second one, you are going to. The third one, he or she's going to. The fourth one, we are going to. The second to last, you all are going to. And the last one, they are going to. And mis hermanos is what? It's not they? So, which one? Voy a, vas a, va a, vamos a, van a o van a?
Van a.
Good. So far, I have my brothers are going to. Have. How you say to have?
Tener.
¿Cómo? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh,
Tener.
tener. Tener. So how you say enough girls? Enough girls.
Muchos. No, muchas.
I'm so glad that you're so open-minded that your brothers are going to have many boyfriends, but that's not what I want you to say.
Muchas.
Muchas.
Novias.
Perfecto. Oh, how will you say actually girls?
Chicas.
Any one of the two. So, novias o chicas. Perfecto. So, mis hermanos van a tener muchas chicas. O mis hermanos van a tener muchas novias. Guys, but you can see the structure. So, who are you talking about? My brothers, right? What happened to them? They are going to. But why van a and not voy a, vas a, va a? Because this is in a certain order, just like in English. So, I'm going to, you are going to, he or she's going to, we are going to, you all are going to, they are going to. And mis hermanos is what? Mis hermanos is they. So has to be the last one. Van a. Mis hermanos van a. My brothers are going to. They are going to do what? What happening to them? To have. Tener. How will you say that your brothers are going to have enough money? Let's change this. Plenty money.
Muchos dinero.
Okay. So dinero is
Mucho
singular.
dinero.
So you don't say muchos. So mucho dinero. Perfecto. Mis hermanos van a tener mucho dinero. How you say, my professor is going to have enough money? If I don't big up myself. So go ahead.
Manifesting.
¿Cómo?
Mi profesor.
Or how you say he is going to?
Él es.
Yeah, but which one of the two
No,
of those in red?
Él van a.
Va a.
Va.
Voy a is I'm going to. The second one, you are going to. The third one is he's going to. So which is the third one in red? Just the two words in red.
Va a.
Va a is going to. So my professor is going to have.
Tener.
Uh-huh.
Mucho dinero.
Good. Let your mouth be blessed. We say that in Spanish. Que tu boca sea santa. Eso. Well, guys, but you get the structure, right? So, subject. Who's the person you're talking about? Here, you have to choose.
Mi profesor.
Good. Here, you have to choose among I'm going to, you are going to, he's going to, we are going to, you are going to, or they are going to. So the two words in red. You have to choose one of the pairs. So my professor is he or she. I mean, it's he, but what I mean that grammatically is he or she. So he or she is which one? The third one. The third one. Because the second is you and the first is I. So the third one, va a. My professor is going to. What's going to happen to he? Tener. He's going to have, and whatever he's going to have. Okay, this is how the structure to express future works in Spanish. You remember how to say sleep? Don't remember this word? Dormir?
Dormir.
Good. So let's say I'm going to sleep a lot.
Voy a dormir.
And how you say a lot? Oh, you say much in Spanish.
Mucho.
Mucho. Voy a dormir mucho. That's it. I'm going to sleep a lot. See how this structure works, guys? This is how we express future in Spanish. We have one special form of the verb, the simple future, like I will, you will, but we don't really use it in Spanish. So we use it rarely. Like you say, I will do this, and that's normal. But you use I'm going to when it's something that is it like you are going to do like quickly on the spot. Like it's not exactly the same I will or I'm going to. But in Spanish, we don't complicate matters. In Spanish, we say I'm going to for everything. I'm going to, you are going to, he's going to, we are going to. So that's the future that we use in Spanish. We have the will form. For example, for dormir, dormiré, dormirás, dormirá, dormiremos, dormiréis, dormirán. But we don't teach that in this course because we hardly use it in Spanish. This is the future that we use in Spanish. Any question about the future, guys? Before I move to the very last topic. Any question about how to express future in Spanish, like going to?
No, sir.
Okay, I hear you guys. So just to end the class, we have two special verbs in Spanish. Preferir, that means to prefer, and querer, that means to want, that you have to learn how to conjugate because they are not regular verbs. So they are not conjugated like the regular verbs that we studied in the last unit. And you guys have to study these special forms. And so to say, I prefer to sleep, prefiero dormir. You prefer to sleep, prefieres dormir. So this takes a lot of practice because these verbs do not follow. Yeah, they do follow a certain pattern, but you basically have to practice a lot. This verb to prefer, the conjugation of that verb to prefer, and the conjugation of this verb querer. So quiero, the first one is I want. Quieres, you want. Quiere, he or she wants. Queremos, we want. Quieren, you all want. And quieren is also they want. So the first one is quiero, I want. How do you say I want money? I use the word money because it's a word that everybody knows, not because I think of money all the time. That's not me if you know me in person. So how you say I want money?
Quiero dinero.
Quiero dinero. How you would say I want a lot of money?
Quiero mucho dinero.
Quiero mucho dinero. Um, how would you say we all want dinero?
Ustedes dinero. No, no, no. No, no.
Eh,
Ustedes quieren dinero.
no, you simply have to use the verb, and then dinero.
Oh,
Don't bother. We don't use the pronoun in Spanish. We don't really use.
um, sorry, I can't pronounce this word.
Queremos. Queremos.
Queremos dinero.
The U is silent. The U after the Q is silent. That's why we say quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, quieren, quieren. The U is silent after the Q in Spanish. So queremos dinero. Um, so quiere is he or she wants. How would you say a girl? Oh my God, I'm unable with him. I'm happy about that though, but my boyfriend, only thing he wants is money. So how you say that in Spanish? My boyfriend wants money. And see that I put an arrow next to the he form.
Quiere dinero.
But you have to say my boyfriend.
O mi novio quiere dinero.
Mi novio quiere dinero. That's it. So guys, you have to learn how to conjugate the verbs. Let me go back, please, 2 slides back. You have to know how to conjugate, or you have to learn how to conjugate the verbs preferir and querer for this exam. And they don't really follow the pattern of the regular verbs in simple present because they are simply not regular. They are irregular verbs. So you have to learn this special conjugation for preferir. I prefer, you prefer, he, she prefers, we prefer, you all prefer, they prefer. And I want, you want, he, she wants, we all want. Sorry, I want, you want, he, she wants, you all want, they want. And that's the end of today's
Excuse me,
class.
sir.
Yeah, love, tell me.
Could you please pronounce the fourth word for prefer?
Definitely. I'm so caught with time that I didn't pronounce this, and this should have been the very first thing that I should have done, pronounce it. So, prefiero, prefiero, prefieres, prefieres, prefiere, prefiere. That is, he or she prefers. So far, again, prefiero, prefieres, prefiere. I prefer, you prefer, he, she prefers. Let's go to the plural. Eh, the second half. We preferimos, 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 preferimos. Prefieren, prefieren. The last two are the same. You all prefer, sorry, they prefer. So, prefiero, prefieres, prefiere, preferimos, prefieren, prefiere. And now, to want. I want, you want, he, she wants. Quiero, quieres, quiere. Quiero, quieres, quiere. The plural. We want, you all want, they want. Queremos, again, queremos, we want, queremos. And finally, quieren, 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 quieren. For example, I want water, but Shane prefers beer. Okay? Shane, boy, you know that I love you, but I don't want to tease you. Is that everybody in the class knows you? That's why I use your name as an example. So don't feel bad every time that I use your name. So, quiero agua. I want water. Pero, don't say perro. What is perro? What is perro?
But
No, no, with a strong R.
dog,
Dog.
dog,
Good.
dog.
Oh, sorry, I say duck. I cannot say dog. So, perro is dog. Pero is bad. So, quiero agua, pero Shane prefiere cerveza. So, that is how you use the verbs. Querer, to want, and preferir, to prefer. Okay. Boy, I will call you as now. So, guys, that's the end of the class. So today we cover all the vocabulary that we studied in Unit 5, which it was the classes, how you talk about how you can talk about your programs or how to talk about the courses that you are doing. We will practice that on Thursday. I mean, you know that Thursday is for questions and answers about the weather, and we studied two lists of verbs that you have to learn. These are the lists right here, 1 and 2. So those are two lists of verbs that you have to memorize. And in terms of grammar, we studied the ordinal numbers, the future was going to, voy a, vas a, va a, I'm going to, you are going to, he's going to. And finally, these two very special verbs that when you conjugate them, they don't really follow the pattern of the usual regular verbs in simple present because they are not regular. They are irregular. Preferir and querer. Well, that is the end of the class. Remember that we have the exam next week.